I am going to talk about my motivation. It's mainly about my job requirements. I used to do mechatronics design in the automatic industry. My knowledge of the mechatronics was really insufficient. I registered immediately. We've learned it well. In addition, we have great teachers. Most of all, our instructors have connections with the industries which provide us with the newest information. And this is the core reason for our successful integration. So basically, this course helps a lot.
The application of mechatronics in daily life is really spectacular. It must be quite promising in the employment market.
Yes, it must be. Mechatronics is one of the most popular industries nowadays. Therefore, talent is needed desperately. Today, we are honored to have Mr. Fu with us to introduce the program.
Hello, Mr. Fu.
Hello!
Next, we will invite Mr. Fu to introduce the main course content of mechatronics.
Okay. Mechatronics is arranged in a series of continuous and complete courses. Our academic subjects deal with the theories of air pressure control and program control. The electives are our focal point in this course. They are the practical applications of air pressure control, program control, and low electric control. In addition, there will be advanced techniques including the graph control and human mechanism surfaces, the mechanism assembling, etc. So our students are ensured to learn this course completely.
Wow, there are so many kinds of learning in this course. Well, here's one more question for you, teacher. What are the actual benefits the students can receive from this training?
In the learning process of mechatronics, we use exams to ensure the learning quality of students. Students must show they have learned specific and required elements of the technology to obtain classification in mechatronics.
Wow! So there are many employment opportunities available in this field. I heard that there's an international competition twice a year. Do we have related training for the contestants?
Okay, the training of contestants is very intense in Tainan. Ever since 1994, there has been an annual competition in Taiwan, and we have been participating actively. These two grandmasters have been contributing a lot ever since the competition. In the 1980s and 1990s, there were grandmasters who represented Taiwan in the international competitions. The ones that deserve to be mentioned were from the year 1996. We had two contestants who participated in the 39th International Technology Competition. They came back with excellent grades. One of the contestants, Lin Yangxiang, joined our teaching team. He is currently one of our instructors. So let's welcome Mr. Lin to introduce the training environment and the training equipment for us.
Thank you very much for the introduction. So let's invite Mr. Lin to introduce the equipment around here. Hello, Mr. Lin.
Hello!
Could you please tell us about this machine?
Yes, of course. I will introduce the function of this equipment later. Hello. So let me introduce the role that this instrument behind me plays in our training center. This instrument is used to train our national technical contestants and the contestants participating in the international technology competitions. It is composed of 4 stations, so let's start from the first station. The first station is responsible for the raw materials. It's called the feeding station. It swings its electric arms so as to push the materials into the next station for further preparation of storage. The second station plays a part of a storehouse. It not only stores the materials, it also categorizes the materials according to color, and it arranges the materials neatly according to color. The third station plays a role in manufacturing. The manufacturing station allocates the materials that I require and carries it to my manufacturing station. So what does the manufacturing station do mainly? This is a mock test of the drilling process and the testing of the aperture. After the process of the feeding station, it moves the material to the allocation and prepares for the next movement of the upcoming process. The whole process can be arranged flexibly by our demands. That is to say, the stations are not necessarily arranged this way. They can be adjusted flexibly. It's a flexible mold system. In other words, when training the Grand Masters, it is arranged for different needs. This is the way it meets the question-oriented demand.
At last, let's invite Mr. Lin to encourage the freshmen of the mechanism courses.
There isn't an obvious limitation in the Employment Training Center, so if you're interested in any field of courses, you're qualified to learn that specific technique here. Based on my teaching experience, actually, there are many students who came here with no related skills or training. They turned out great. It's all about your attitude, actually. It doesn't matter if you are a history major, Chinese major, math major, international trade major, or information management major. These majors have nothing to do with us, but all these examples that I mentioned actually existed before, and these people graduated successfully and are doing related jobs in the industry. This means that if you're willing to learn, it doesn't matter what educational background you're from. We treat you like a white piece of paper and train you from nothing to something solid. So you don't have to panic. There are teachers and good facilities to help you with a complete training, as long as you are willing to do this. The Employment Training Center is the best place for you to cultivate a different skill.
Okay, thanks for the explanation. So, now we know how important mechatronics is in the manufacturing process. Here we provide you with great training and assistance in doing this job. Let us take a look at the employment situation of the graduates.
Hello, I am the class representative of Class 101, Wang Miao Zhou. Firstly, I am going to talk about my motivation. It's mainly about my job requirements. I used to do mechatronics design in the automatic industry. My knowledge of the mechatronics was really insufficient. Therefore, after hearing about the training center from friends or newspapers and the internet, I registered immediately. Ever since registration, I understood how many resources the mechatronics course had for us, inclusive of air pressure, oil pressure, and PLC control. There are some basic electromechanical courses, such as electric PC-based courses. These fundamental courses ensured we had good basics. Therefore, I signed up for this course and attended this training for exactly 1 year. As a whole, 1 year of training is never enough, but with the teacher's various experiences, we've learned it well. The teaching of this Employment Training Center is really close to the requirements of the employment market. Therefore, in the 1 year of training, we've obtained 3 licenses: a B level of air pressure control, a B level of oil pressure control, and a B level license of the integrated technology applied in mechatronics. These 3 licenses help us a lot in getting jobs in mechatronics. As for our current situation, our classmates have obtained great jobs because of these licenses. There were 15 of 30 students who got a job opportunity in our class, so this integrated mechatronics course has helped us a lot. Compared with a college education, the mechatronics course was closer to the requirements of the real industry. Our facilities were more adequate than ordinary colleges, In addition, we have great teachers. Most of all, our instructors have connections with the industries which provide us with the newest information. And this is the core reason for our successful integration. So basically, this course helps a lot. After receiving training for 1 year, I've felt the benefit. I really do hope this course can continue and keep functioning. This course really helps the whole mechanism and instrumental industries. To be honest, 1 year of training is never enough. It would be far better if we could have a longer period of training. If we are just trained temporarily and not able to apply the techniques into practice, it would be a total waste. So I think the course would be even better with a longer period of training time, greater teachers, better facilities, and continuous improvements linking to the real industry so that greater developments are ensured. In the 1 year of training, the course includes air pressure control, oil pressure control, and electrical, mechanical, technology training. Oil pressure control is my personal favorite. It's because I came from that industry. So I am more into the oil pressure control course. In this employment market, the oil pressure control instructors are the most needed ones. And this is the hardest part of the industrial training. Therefore, I have more insights in the oil pressure control system. I look forward to obtaining a profession in this specific field. This would help my future career a lot. But of course, the courses here are all abundant and brilliant. Over and above, I prefer PLC control. PLC is the Japanese exporting regions in current industries. Products of Mitsubishi take up the most. Of course, there are other products, including European products and American products. Due to time limitation, the training center provides us with full training of the Mitsubishi systems. Of course, if we have spare time, we would want to learn the Europeans' Siemens system or the American systems, which would help us more in the future. Generally, our basic need of graduating is employment. That is to say, finding a related job as automatic control or the mechanism integration technologies. As for me, because I first came from the industry, I hope to open a company myself after receiving this education. This would help a lot if I want to open my own factory. Before I came here, I was designing mechanisms in the automatic mechanism technology industry. I hope to continue doing the control systems after graduation. If I can step into the mechatronics field, I would be able to do design of electrical controls, electric circuits, and other control designs. I hope to understand this industry fully, so as to integrate the related affairs in this field. The combination of our course is kind of complex in a way. More than 80% of our students come from absolutely unrelated fields. That is to say, they don't know anything about electrical or mechanical engineering. They come from other fields of study, and the industry that they're stepping into is mainly about a brand new technology. In the manufacturing industry, we have a demand for people. Because we have 25 of 30 students from unrelated studies, we start training from the very basics, which takes a great amount of time. Of course, we have to give our thanks to the instructor of mechatronics, and Mr. Lin, and the other teachers, including Mr. Yang Jingchang, who teaches us electromechanics, Mr. Zhou Shouyu, who teaches us mechanical graphics, Mr. Li Jiangqing in PLC training, and Mr. Wang, who teaches us PC base. These teachers have trained us continuously and helped us improve. So, after the 1 year of training, Basically, 90% of us are qualified in getting 3 licenses. The age distribution of our class is broader. The oldest is about 50s, and the youngest is only 18. So the age distribution is quite broad. The 18 and 19-year-old students came here after graduating from a vocational high school. Basically, almost 70% of us are in the age of 22 to 30. That is to say, they've quit their jobs or they came here without a job, and they seek a second profession here. The Employment Training Center was planned nicely. Under the leadership of the head administrator, all the administration asks the companies to hold job recruitments here. Of course, the training center has tried its best in the employment training and job matching. We participated actively. Most of us obtained great job opportunities in the end. Wow! After seeing this film, I am willing to try it. I guess you guys have developed the same hopes and visions about this field as me.
That's correct. There are great training programs and adequate equipment that can provide you with good training. So, welcome to this big family.
Where is the subdivision of the labor development located?
The Tainan Employment Training Center is located in the industrial region of Tainan, covering approximately 14 hectares. The beautiful campus contains the largest and the most diverse training associations. There are 4 training facilities, which include the electromechanical engineering, electronics, mechanical engineering, and construction-related subject. The core course stresses on practical operations. The equipment is updated year by year, hoping our graduates can satisfy the requirements which companies make. And this act has also built up a great reputation among industry. For the students to adapt themselves to the environment, this learning center also provides students with a dormitory, cafeteria, playing field, basketball court, and gym. In addition, we've arranged train services in order to solve the traffic problems. The employment center is just like one big family. We really hope the students here can be fully involved in learning and blossom in the related industries.
Does this course charge any fee?
This course is a part of pre-training. The government has fully subsidized this course, so it's free.
What are the registration terms?
If you're qualified as employment insurance and the insured, specific unemployed or unemployed, and you have a vocational high school degree, as long as you have the motivation, you are qualified to register for this training. Classes start at 8 o'clock in the morning and end at 4:30 in the afternoon. It's a full-time training program. Anyone who wants to join this course can complete the registration process as follows. If you can register in person, the address is number 40 Gongye Road, Guantian District, Tainan City 720. Our phone number is 06-698-5945, extension number 1121 to 1125. If you're registering through the post, please fill out the form clearly before the deadline and send it to the Educational Administration. Fax it to the Educational Administration at 06-699-0906. If you choose fax registration as your choice, download the registration form and fill it out clearly. Or you can register online. Go to www.etraining.gov.tw to complete your registration.
What's the qualification for this training facility?
We will provide you with certificates once you've completed all the training courses. In addition, we will combine the Employment Assistance Center, the Human Resource Bank, and all sorts of companies to ensure employment opportunities for the graduates.
What type of jobs can I do after training?
After training, you are qualified to do jobs like electrical mechanics engineer, the PLC program designer, the graphic monitoring engineer, mechanical assembling engineer, the stationary engineer, and other related jobs.
What types of licenses can I obtain after finishing the training courses?
This course helps students with mechatronics and air pressure technician exams. The Tainan Employment Training Center promotes an attitude of honesty, sincerity, and teamwork, and hopes to make the best employment environment for every single student here. If you're interested in this program, please call 06-698-5945 or search our official website at www.tnvtc.gov.tw for more information. The Tainan Employment Training Center is going to fight for a job for you.